All right, guys, the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 is right around the corner, and I'm honestly pretty excited about it. But today we got to talk about what to expect after the launch of the game, because I don't think a lot of people realize what's about to happen after this game drops. So I'm going to go over a few reasons why I think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be the game to end all games. So development began on this game in 2014, so 11 years ago, and they have spent an estimated $2 billion, billion, like Trump, billions and billions and billions, $2 billion developing this game in 11 years. Most game companies don't have the time or money to ever achieve this level of effort in one game, so we'll likely never see this done again in a very long time at least. If they started now, it would be 2036 when the game finally drops, so we're in for a long drought. And because of this, Grand Theft Auto 6 will be the first game to actually look and feel next gen. I mean, we've all been waiting for 5 years for someone to show us this next gen experience that they speak of. But everything the industry shits out just feels the same as the last gen of games, but with a polish to it. Grand Theft Auto 6 will look and feel so good, you won't want to put it down. Because you also haven't played a new Rockstar game with this game engine since Red Dead Redemption in 2018. And obviously Grand Theft Auto 5 from 2013, which people still play the GTA Online. But it's been 12 years since the last GTA came out, so people are itching to get their hands on a new one. Once people start playing it, word's gonna get out, and then you're gonna have the Ross Perot effect, boys.
And you don't care about anything but making money, there will be a giant sucking sound going south.
You're just gonna hear a large sucking sound. And you're gonna see all the player bases in other games dry up because everyone and their mother is gonna be playing GTA 6. And it's not to say it'll stay that way, but when this game first launches, everyone who's anyone is gonna be playing it. Once people finally get done playing Grand Theft Auto 6 though, they'll start to look for other games with that type of experience, but they can't and won't find it anywhere. Because no one else has $2 billion in fucking 11 years of development to devote to one game. So everything else they play after is going to feel like old gen garbage, and it's going to cause a gaming depression, as I would call it. And I mean the word literally here. People are going to get depressed about not being able to get that next gen fix. Meanwhile, nobody will want to play any of the other new games coming out because none of those games will be able to provide the level of detail and interactivity in their worlds that GTA 6 brings to the table. People will just go back to Grand Theft Auto 6 Online to get their fix, especially if Rockstar finds a way to integrate the roleplay server stuff from GTA 5 Online into GTA 6. And since Rockstar will have the actual next-gen market covered for a while, and they know this, they announced that GTA 6 is going to cost a lot more than your average AAA game. Some rumors and leaks that I saw have speculated that the price of the game will be around $100 at launch. And that's not to mention any microtransactions for their online mode like the shark cards from GTA 5 Online. And when they first announced the price hike, people were appalled by it. But you know what? Rockstar knows what they have. People will pay the money because this is the only next-gen experience in town, baby! This game's gonna break all kinds of sales records and probably set the bar so high they won't be touched for quite some time in the gaming industry. And this is also gonna cause some other brave companies to try some of the same sales tactics and raise their prices, but it's gonna be a quick death for any who try. Lazy AAA devs copy-pasted games for so many years that everything they make feels like it was already made 10 plus years ago. I mean, it's going to take a long time for the industry to really catch up to the standards set by Rockstar with GTA 6. I personally don't think the industry has it in them because they would need devs with merit, not diversity devs and women. They're too far gone, and it's just a matter of time before these AAA devs start bankrupting one by one. Now, a lot of that is if the game goes as planned. That's what's behind this game, the money, the time. It has very high expectations, but there's also a few negatives going for it too that are kind of worrisome. Like many of the key players involved in making Rockstar games during the golden years, such as GTA 4, 5, Red Dead Redemptions, a lot of them have left the company. The only original founding members left after 2007 were the brothers Sam and Dan Houser. Now, Sam is still the current president of Rockstar Games and the only original founder left at the company. Dan Houser left in 2020, allegedly from burnout, particularly from the intense crunch periods of development on Red Dead Redemption 2. That's what Grok said, at least. I mean, that's a big hit losing Dan, because Dan was the lead writer of most of Rockstar's previous games, so that's a huge loss. And they also lost the beloved Laszlo Jones in 2020, allegedly to go care for his sister who was diagnosed with terminal cancer, which that sucks, man. But here's where it gets interesting. Laszlo has since co-founded a new game studio called Absurd Ventures with none other than Dan Houser. You know, I find it odd that they both leave in 2020 for different reasons, but then immediately create a new game studio to start working on a new game. It's odd because Dan Houser cited burnout as a reason why he left Rockstar. Just to go make a new company and start burning out again, Dan? Doesn't really add up, so it could be a sign of bad things to come with Grand Theft Auto 6. Let's hope for the best. But if the game actually does turn out to be complete garbage, then it will destroy any hope that gamers had of ever getting next-gen gaming. There's a lot riding on the success of Grand Theft Auto 6, both for Rockstar as a company, but also for gamers themselves. I mean, if the game bombs entirely, it might actually kill Rockstar, if you can believe that. You wouldn't think so, but their biggest strength could turn out to be their biggest weakness. If you're spending 11 years and $2 billion developing a game, you better make a damn good fucking game. They really can't afford for this game to flop. And the game being a flop would make most gamers lose all faith in anything AAA, if they haven't already, for the few stragglers that are still left behind. This would tank the gaming industry and you'll see a mass sell-off of companies and IPs. And it sounds like it could be bad, but it could also be just what we needed if that happened. I mean, if some of these woke companies go under and have to liquidate their IPs, then we might actually, have decent companies scoop up good IPs and bring them back to life. It's kind of like how Disney killed Star Wars and nobody cares anymore. But if Disney sold Star Wars back to George Lucas, and old Georgie boy said, you know what, fuck the Disney movies, those aren't canon, and I'm making a new trilogy, people would be very interested in Star Wars again. Not as many as before, but it would definitely pique interest immediately. And the same thing applies here with franchises like Assassin's Creed, Halo, Call of Duty, Mass Effect, and the list goes on. There's so many of them that have been absolutely destroyed by these woke idiots. But I personally don't think that this scenario will happen. I do not think that the game will flop. I mean, it might not live up to the expectations at all, but it'll by no means be a bad game or considered a flop. And I say that with the same reasoning I talk about Madden with. When you look at the graph of Madden and it's been going down for 20 years straight, you can go ahead and assume the 21st year is going to go down too, and then be pleasantly surprised if it goes up. People are so confused by that. It's the opposite with Rockstar. They've delivered banger after banger after banger after banger after banger. And so, I mean, we got to give them some clout here. They haven't fucked us yet in that sense. At least for a single player experience. You could make the case for online and the hacking and the cheating and all the garbage online, because there's a lot of it in GTA 5 online. But when you're talking about paying full price and getting a single player product, they've delivered every time. So as of right now, they have the benefit of the doubt, and quite frankly, if I think about it, they're probably the only company that does. They're the only company left in the landscape that you can say that about. They have the clout. They have the history to back them up. There's no reason why we should assume this game's gonna be a flop. But anyways, there's also a possibility that Rockstar pushes out a copy-paste job of Grand Theft Auto 5. I mean, that seems to be the industry standard these days. Just copy-paste the last iteration of the game, polish up the graphics a bit, repackage it, and sell it. And if Grand Theft Auto 6 does nothing to innovate and just looks and feels like Grand Theft Auto 5, it'll be the final nail in the coffin of next-gen gaming. As gamers will know for sure that we'll never really get next-gen gaming, just more extensions of the Xbox One and the PS4. And if that happened, that would definitely take the wind out of gamers' sails, because it would show that Rockstar, with 11 years and $2 billion of development, couldn't deliver. They couldn't even deliver on a next-gen experience. And if they can't deliver in that scenario, then nobody can. So yeah, guys, the way I see it here, regardless of how this plays out, and there's other scenarios that could happen, but these are just a few that I wanted to mention to get you guys kind of prepared. Because, you know, we're in a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario here, boys. Whether Grand Theft Auto 6 delivers a next-gen experience, flops, or copy-pastes Grand Theft Auto 5, I mean, this is the end of an era. This right here. We're at the end. This is the apex point of the gaming industry. Because regardless of what happens, there's going to be massive changes incoming. To companies going out of business trying to chase that GTA money, to the game being so far ahead of everything else that it corners the market, to it being a flop job money grab that proves next gen to be the fraud that it is. You know, the industry is changing whether we like it or not.
Buckle up, buckaroo!
Alright guys, let me know what you think down below. Do you guys see this coming too? Do you guys think this game's gonna kick ace or is it gonna flop hard as fuck? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm out of here.